So you bought some crypto on an exchange, or maybe with PayPal, Robinhood, or Cash App, and you see the amount on your screen that tells you how much you have in your account and what it's worth. Wait, you didn't leave your tokens on the exchange or in the app, did you? Let's go over why you shouldn't store your crypto on exchange or in third-party apps over the long term. I'm Corey, and on this channel, I help you decode technology and innovation to grow your wealth on the journey to financial independence. When you buy crypto on an exchange or through an app, and those tokens show up in your account, those tokens are not actually separated like they are in a traditional bank account. And there's no national insurance, even though the company you're using may have some kind of an insurance policy. We have a saying in the community, not your keys, not your coins. This refers to the fact that every crypto wallet has public keys and private keys. The public key is the address you send and receive crypto to and from, like your Coinbase account address or your Cash App account. The private keys are just that, the secret keys that only you have access to and you can use to access your tokens or to restore your crypto wallet if it's lost. This is not the same as your account password. Private keys are a long combination of numbers that allow you to access your tokens on the blockchain. Okay, so where are your exchange private keys or Cash App private keys? Only the platform you're using controls the private keys. This is why we say, not your keys, not your coins. Whoever controls the private keys has ultimate control over the coins. If you just learned something, do me a favor and hit that like button below. What if the exchange gets hacked or the company decides for whatever reason they want your coins? Well, those coins are gone. If you're lucky, you may get cash back, but what if you really wanted to hold your actual coins? Maybe for the long term, or maybe you live in a place where the currency's value is dropping and you want to preserve your purchasing power, not just hold a national currency. Well, you, my friend, are out of luck. What if you don't want to stress about figuring out all this new technology and how these wallets work? Well, in that case, you can keep your coins on exchange or in an app. At least now you'll have a better sense of the risk you're taking, and that knowledge in and of itself is power. So let me know in the comments below if you want me to make a video about the best hardware wallet options. On the bright side, all major exchanges have good security in place, but nothing is perfect. A core sentiment across the cryptocurrency ecosystem is the principle of self-reliance and not depending on centralized authorities, the same central authorities, by the way, that said everything was fine right up until the great financial crisis, or various debt crises or bank failures that we've seen across the world. What are your options? Well, you can keep your tokens on exchange or in the app. You could store them in an app-based wallet on your cell phone, or you could move your tokens to a cold storage wallet, which looks like a USB stick or a credit card, and the secure private keys are on that device. So let's talk about each one. First, storing on exchange or in the company's app is not your keys, not your coins. But you can still do that if you need to for practical purposes for small amounts or over the short or medium term while you get educated about the space and the risks. Next, a dedicated wallet on your cell phone. This option is a bit better because you would control your private keys. However, the big problem is that you're storing something valuable on a cell phone app. And we all know that cell phones and their apps are full of cybersecurity risks and monitoring, and this is far from ideal for high value items. Personally, I would only use this option if I had a dedicated phone with no other apps on it, used just to store tokens as a way to minimize the risk. Also, if the phone is lost or stolen, you would lose access to those private keys. So you have to ask yourself, have you ever lost a phone? Have you ever broken a phone? And that could get very expensive if you also have a lot of tokens stored in a wallet on that same phone. So finally, we have the cold storage hardware wallet. These cost a few $100s and they're dedicated to only storing crypto. These are the best options available in the market today for people who want maximum security and to hold their tokens over the long term. Yes, you could write down your private keys on a piece of paper, but that paper could be lost, it could fade over time, and this, my friends, is a very long-term type of asset where you're taking significant risk if something were to happen. So let me know in the comments how you store crypto. Join me on the path to decoding technology and innovation to grow your wealth on the journey to financial independence. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time.